Hello everyone. Welcome to the Dynamic Model Lecture, State Diagram Part 2. At the end of this session, students will be able to describe and summarize OMT state relationship. In this video lecture, I will be discussing the concepts on simple and composite state, substate, sequential substate, concurrent substate, and finally, we will be concluding with guards, activities, and action. Concepts related to congruency within an object are as follow. It basically consists of two important relationships about state. The first is a simple state and the second is a composite state. So what is a simple state? A simple state has no substructure, whereas a state that has a simpler state nested inside it is called a composite state. As you can see in the diagram over here, this is a composite state which has simple states nested inside each other. Moving ahead, then what is a substate? A substate is a state that is nested inside another state. Over here, this is called as the composite state, and the substates which are present in the composite state are nothing but the substate. Okay, so these substates can have an initial state and an end state. So in generally, it is used to reduce the complexity of a state machine. It may be the case that when a particular object entity is in one particular state, it may also go into another state. Therefore, a state basically can belong to one or more substates. So substates can also be nested to any number of level. As you can see in the diagram, composite states may either have sequential substates or concurrent substates. Now what is sequential? Sequential is nothing but one after the other. From the initial state, you get the input. From there, you get the output. The output acts as an input to the next stage and so on till the end. So when talking in terms of states, a state that is a simple state can have a substate or have n number of substates. The substates can be sequential, that is connected to one another, or it may be parallel or congruent. Now we will see what is a sequential substate. In sequential substate, the control of execution passes from one substate to another substate, one after another in a sequential manner. As we can see in the previous diagram, the same diagram is replicated here. It says that the control of execution passes from one substate to another in a sequential manner. So you have a start state and you have a end state in this composite state. So there is at most one initial state and one final state in these state machines. Now, next is the concurrent substates. In concurrent substates, the substates execute in parallel, or in other words, each state has concurrently executing state machines within it. Now, as you can see the difference in the diagram, it is not that there are different substates. Yes, there are different substates. However, the change is that they are working in congruency. That is, this level 1, state 1, level 1, state 1. This is one states that are substates that are connected to one another, and this is a second level of states that are connected to one another inside these composite states. Now each of these machine has its own start state and initial state, and it also can be the case that there will be different number of substates. Now you can see over here there are two substates, but here there are three substates. So in congruent substate, the substates execute in parallel. Okay, so they are starting at one particular point of time and they're executing parallelly, and they keep on executing till you reach the final state. It may be the case that one of the parallel substates finishes fast and the second takes time. So it depends on the number of substates present in the composite state. Next is concurrent substates. If one concurrent substate reaches its final state before the other control waits at its final state. Now, as we have seen over here, this is a concurrent substates where you see that there is a chance that as here the two levels, okay, here are in this level 1 there are two substates. So it may be the case that this working stops first. So however, when you need to come out from this composite state, all the levels working inside the other needs to be completed. So when all the nested state machines reach their final states, the substate joins back to a single flow. It is not possible that if this is finished, the control goes out. No. When all the substates, the congruency, the sequential, whatever is present within the composite state, once they stop and reach the final state, only then the control moves to the next main composite state. Now, these are the graphical notations that we have discussed. So, once again, I will repeat. This is a superstate wherein you have substate and substate 2 nested inside the other. It is also called as the composite state. It may be the case that there is a start state. It may or may not have an end state. Whatever events are there, they are written on the arrows and the substates are labeled by writing the name of the state. Now, this is a second superstate model which is showing congruency. Congruency is nothing but parallelly these two are executing. So here again you have substates to and fro messages that are present on the events. From when event 1 happens, then this enters into the superstate, and then finally back when both the executions are over, it comes out. The third way to show the graphical notations of substates and superstate in a congruency model is split of the event. So when there is an event, okay, some action is triggered and then you have two parallel flows. So either it goes here or either it goes here, or simultaneously it also can happen that these starts executing. So here you show the split that has happened, and then finally the merging happens when it goes to the next state. So here we have discussed all the graphical notations for the superstate, the substate nesting, how to represent congruency. Now we will see a state diagram for gear transmission with all the concepts that we have learned. Now see, this is a transmission state. In the transmission state, this is a gear transmission for a vehicle, you can say a car or a it's wherein you have here the start state, and when a person is driving a car, okay, there can be there is also n number of substates wherein the car is going through parallelly when reaching from one destination to other. So what is it? So for the gear transmission, which is into consideration right now, here you have one is the neutral state and then you have the reverse state. When you see there are the different messages written over here, push and R. Okay, when push F, push forward, push neutral, then again there is one substate over here inside this superstate forward. So when there is a forward gear put on, you go for the first gear, second gear, third gear, and there are ways in which the gear transmission takes. So whenever you are driving is one state. After that there is one gear transmission, and in gear transmission also there is neutral, reverse, first, second and third, which is diagrammatically shown. So now moving ahead to the next concept, that is guards, activities and actions. So first, what are guards? Guards are Boolean conditions on attribute value. Now, transition can only happen when guard evaluates to true. Atomic transition occurs as soon as an activity is complete. Now it can be there that whenever you have true and false, okay, when it turns true, this action is to be taken. When it is false, this action is to be not taken. This is the way. So guards are nothing but Boolean condition on attribute values. Next is the how are guards represented in the brackets, square brackets, and you write down the guard and the value over here. Normally it is shown with Boolean values or in binary, that is 0, 1. Okay, the next thing is activities. So what are activities? Activities are that is happening within the state, and activities take time to complete. So it may be that the case that you are attending a lecture, and in the lecture you are, one of the activity is writing, one of the activity is answering, one of the activity is solving a question. So n number of activities can take place within this state. All you need to know is what are the activities, and activities take time to complete. So actions are relatively instantaneous. Actions take place on a transition or within a state. So that is nothing but entry, exit, and event actions. Output can occur with an event. So how do you show that output event? In this way, or with the name written on it. So activities are the way we show the activities, activity A inside the state diagram. Now we see a diagram wherein you have written the activities and actions over here. Now this is a diagram for vending machine. Everyone is aware about the vending machine. So the vending machine, the initial stage is idle, collecting money, and then dispense based on whatever is asked for. So a vending machine can be a coffee vending machine or anything. So here the amount balance is set. This has been written over here as guard. Now you can see if a coin isn't that particular amount, that adds to the balance, select the item, test the item and compute change, and then finally dispense the item. So this is the diagram for coffee vending machine. Pause the video for some time, identify the states and draw a state diagram for bank.